No, seriously, like my bro came up to me and he was like, "Yeah, I can't ask girls on dates in this economy. Like I just can't. I don't it's not worth it to ask someone out because I can't afford to take them out on dates."
Dating these days is expensive, really expensive. Between drinks, dinner, and all the extras, a single night out can cost hundreds of dollars. No wonder why some people are just giving up before the first date even happens. Let's go ahead and talk about why dating has become such a financial headache. We're going to break it down, but first, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that like button if you do enjoy today's content. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the video.
According to this article, half of Gen Z is spending no money on dating, not because they don't want relationships, because they literally cannot afford them. And I think part of it is money. People cannot afford to date. And I've talked in the past about how we can't afford friendships because it's so expensive to go out and do things. And it just feels like every single thing costs money. And so it's been very hard for people to maintain their relationships because of that. And I think a lot of people feel like they are kind of almost locked out of the opportunity to date because they don't feel like they can afford that. And connection costs money. People without money are becoming more isolated. Isolation creates mental health problems. Mental health problems can reduce your earning capacity, and then less earning capacity means less connection. And a lot of the very fundamental aspects of being human in today's society are becoming luxury goods that are only available to people that can afford them.
Dating and even having friends is becoming a luxury now because it just costs way too much to stay connected. And the more people pull back, the more lone wolves we create. But humans aren't built for that. We're social beings. We need connection for our mental health. It's a necessity, not an option. When people feel forced into isolation because of money, it's no surprise mental illness goes up. We're not meant to go through life by ourselves. This is really sad for the present and future generations. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a date. I made a list of some inexpensive things that you can do on a date that won't break your bank. These are actually dates that I took girls out on.
Yo, why'd no one tell me how expensive it was to date? I went on a date last night, right? I took her bowling, right? We wanted to go bowling, $103. $103 to go bowling, just me and her, for an hour. That brings me to my next point. I'm parched. My girl is parched. 4 margaritas, Palomas. 4 Palomas, right? $80, bro. $80. I'm down $140 before I even threw a ball down the lane.
Man, $80 for some drinks, that is insane. And you can't avoid the drinks. You have to have drinks on a date. It helps everybody loosen up a bit. $80, man, that's expensive.
I don't even know if I like the girl yet.
$150 is honestly like an average cheaper price of going to eat out for 2 people nowadays. If you can't afford that, maybe you shouldn't be dating.
Man, $100 just to go bowling, then another $80 for a couple drinks, and there's not even dinner involved. Add a meal and you're looking at maybe $300 for one single date with someone you don't even know if you're compatible with. Sure, there are cheaper things to do, but let's be real. First impressions matter, and you're trying to stand out if there's any competition. And the truth is, first dates don't mean commitment either. One of you could be seeing other people. There should be a screening before the first date, like maybe a coffee date before the actual real date or something like that.
All I gotta say is, if you're broke, if your money's not there, bro, don't even think about getting in a relationship. Just don't even think about it. Let me tell you, there's a fee in females for a reason, because it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you to pay for them nails. There's a fee for that hair. There's a fee for them lashes every single time. Especially the better they are, the more expensive they are.
There's a reason why there's a fee in female. I never heard that one before, but it is pretty hilarious. And it's kind of true in some cases. Women spend a lot of maintenance on makeup and hair. So of course, she don't want to sit there and waste all her time and money getting ready for a date she's not even feeling. That's why a pre-meet is gold. Grab a coffee, take a walk, just feel each other's vibe before committing to a full first date. You've got nothing to lose and a whole lot of time to save. Plus, It's a moment to spot red flags.
Why are we putting so much pressure on the first date, especially if we're online dating? The first date should be absolutely nothing more than a vibe check. It is simply just to see, how comfortable am I with this person? Am I having a good time? Are they easy to talk to? Do I feel comfortable around them? And do I want a second date? And that is it. The first date should be nothing more than simply meeting up and seeing, how do I get along with this person? Are they easy to talk to? Are we vibing?
A lot of men are probably going to hate what I'm about to say, but I don't care. I refuse to date broke men.
Meeting up with your date before the actual date could save you some money and time. Seriously, just go ahead and grab yourself a quick coffee, maybe walk your dogs together, or just take a casual stroll around the block. You can learn so much from the first 5 minutes. You can learn their energy, their vibe, whether the conversation flows or dies. That little pre-meet lets you figure out if it's worth committing to a full-blown expensive night out, because nothing hurts more than realizing you just dropped a couple $100 or more on someone you knew within minutes wasn't a good match.
Why y'all want to date so bad? Do you enjoy being broke? Like, that's my whole thing about it, man. I see a lot of my homeboys that are in relationships and shit. These got no money because they got a girl. And a lot of them, I get it, man. When you love somebody and you got it like that, cool, great, man. But God damn, it's just so expensive today. Just living on my own. I live by myself in this palace. Yep, keeping my ass in the house today. But when you got somebody who you're responsible for, in a sense, as a man especially, it's like, bro, does it not ever get old having to pay for 2 people at dinner? Birthdays, Christmas. Bro, I'm good. I'll stay single.
What is the most you would spend on a first date? The most, the absolute limit.
Well, I mean, I don't like spending more than $200, but you know, once you get
$200.
Once you get into the second drink territory, then it's like, oh, we're on another spot. You get a little.
You get into the 200 territory. Yeah.
Some guys are just giving it up because the cost of being in a relationship feels way too expensive. They're tapping out before they even start dating, thinking, man, if it's this pricey now, what's it going to be like after they commit? Everything costs more these days and people are stretched thin. So instead of going broke trying to impress someone, a lot of folks would rather stay single than to spend money that they don't have. It's not about wanting love. It's about survival in this economy.
Oh, and by the way, another thing y'all need to stop doing is going on dates and ordering the most expensive thing on the menu like you don't have any home training. Like, really? One of my homeboys told me he took a girl to a ballpark, very beautiful date, got her amazing seats, asked her, babe, do you want something to eat? And what did she order? Not the hot dog, not the popcorn, but the $45 beef brisket sandwich.
Back in the 80s and 90s, going Dutch on a date was totally normal. Splitting the bill, sharing the cost of a night out was just how things went, at least in my world. But it feels like that's not the case anymore. Dating culture has shifted big time. And honestly, I think social media plays a huge role in it. Everything's about appearances, expectations, and showing off. And it's made people way more focused on image than connection. Between drinks, dinner, and all the extras, a single night out can cost hundreds of dollars, maybe even more. No wonder why people are skipping dates or just giving up altogether. Money struggles are shaping how and if we even go out and date at all. And it's changing the dating game for everyone. It's not about not wanting connection. It's about being realistic in an expensive economy. Go ahead and let me know what you all think down in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.